Museums around the District of Columbia. Chapter 1. Museums around Washington, D.C. The Smithsonian Institution, U.S. government's big museum. The Smithsonian Institute or institution has a number of museums, zoos, libraries, etc. mostly in Washington, D.C. The Smithsonian Visitor Center is located at 1000 Jefferson Drive, SW, Washington, D.C. 10 of the museums go from 3rd to 14th Streets between Constitution Avenue and Independence Avenue. si.edu. learninglab.si.edu. si.edu/shop. si.edu/encyclopedia. si.edu/collections. si.edu/educators. si.edu/kids. si.edu/exhibitions. si.edu/events. si.edu/museums. si.edu/research centers. si.edu/cultural programs. nmahc.si.edu, African American History and Culture. learninglab.si.edu. si.edu/apps/Smithsonian Mobile. smithsonianearthtv.com. si.edu/IMAX. americanhistory.si.edu. smithsonianmag.com. smithsonianjourneys.org. folkways.si.edu. smithsonianstour.com. si.edu, Smithsonian Institution. collections.si.edu/search, collections search center. si.edu/museums, museums and zoo. si.edu/organizes/museums/freer/start.htm, Arthur M. Sackler Freer Galleries. si.edu/organizes/museums/design/ndm.htm, Cooper Hewitt National Design Museum. si.edu/organizes/museums/Hirsch/start.htm, Hirshhorn Museum and Sculpture Garden. si.edu/organizes/museums/Africa RT/nmafa.htm, National Museum of African Art. si.edu/organizes/museums/Amaran/start.htm, National Museum of the American Indian. nma.si.edu, National Museum of American Art. nma.si.edu/whc/whcmanpage.html. National Museum of American Art, White House Collection of American Crafts. npg.si.edu, National Portrait Gallery. nma.si.edu/renwick homepage.html, Renwick Gallery of the National Museum of American Art. si.edu/museums/African-American-History-and-Culture-Museum, African American History and Culture Museum. si.edu/museums/African-Art-Museum, African Art Museum. si.edu/museums/air-and-space-museum, Air and Space Museum. si.edu/museums/air-and-space-museum-udvar-hazy-center, Air and Space Museum, Udvar-Hazy Center, Chantilly, VA. si.edu/museums/American-Art-Museum, American Art Museum. si.edu/museums/American-History-Museum, American History Museum. si.edu/museums/American-Indian-Museum, American Indian Museum. si.edu/museums/American-Indian-Museum-Center, American Indian Museum High Center, New York. si.edu/museums/Anacostia-Community-Museum, Anacostia Community Museum. si.edu/museums/Arts-and-Industries-Building, Arts and Industries Building. si.edu/museums/Cooper-Hewitt-National-Design-Design-Museum, Cooper Hewitt, Smithsonian Design Museum, New York. si.edu/museums/Freer-Gallery, Freer Gallery of Art. si.edu/museum/Hirshhorn-and-sculpture-garden, Hirshhorn si.edu/museum/National-Zoo, si.edu/museum/Natural-History-Museum, Natural History Museum, si.edu/museum/Portrait-Gallery, Portrait Gallery, si.edu/museum/Postal-Museum, Postal Museum, si.edu/museum/Renwick-Gallery, Renwick Gallery, si.edu/museum/Sackler-Gallery, Sackler Gallery, si.edu/museum/Smithsonian-Institution-Building, Smithsonian Institution Building, the Castle. List of Washington, D.C. museums. Capitol Children's Museum, 803rd stnecm.org, 202-675-4120. Corcoran Gallery of Art, 500 17th St. Enu, corcoran.org, 202-639-1700. Freer Gallery of Art, Jefferson Drive at 12th St. Eswasia.si.edu, 202-357-2700. Hirshhorn Museum and Sculpture Garden, Independence Ave at 7th St. swsi.edu/Hirshhorn, 202-357-2700. Library of Congress, 10 1st St. Selleck.gov, 202-707-4604. National Air and Space Museum, Independence Ave at 6th St. sunasm.edu, 202-357-2700. National Building Museum, 401F St. nwnbm.org, 202-272-2448. National Gallery of Art, 4THST at Constitution Ave. Enunga.gov, 202-737-4215. National Museum of African Art, 950 Independence Ave. swsi.edu/nmofa, 202-357-2700. National Museum of Amra Icon History, Constitution at 12 St. Enway History.si.edu, 202-357-2700. National Museum of Natural History, 10 St. at Constitution Ave. nwnnh.si.edu, 202-357-2700. National Museum of Women in the Arts, 1250 New York Ave at 13 St. Enunwe.org, 202-783-5000. The Phillips Collection, 1621 St. Enu, phillipscollection.org, 202-387-2151. Arthur M. Sackler Gallery, 1050 Independence Ave, eswasia.si.edu, 202-357-2700. The Textile Museum, 2320 S. St. Enu, textilemuseum.org, 202-667-0441. United States Holocaust Memorial Museum, Smithsonian Institute, 100 Raoul Wallenberg PLS, washm.org, 202-488-0400. District of Columbia Museum websites. 1. Washington. Corcoran.org. Corcoran Gallery of Art. freedomforum.org. Freedom Forum. gamusa.org. German American Heritage Museum. hillwoodmuseum.org. Hillwood Estate, Museum and Gardens. artsandartists.org. International Arts and Artists, Hillier Art Space. nmwa.org. National Museum of Women in the Arts. phillipscollection.org. Phillips Collection, the museum.gwu.edu. The George Washington University Museum and Textile Museum. kriegermuseum.org. The Krieger Museum. newsum.org. The Newsum, Inc. District of Columbia Museum websites. 2. Washington. Museum.gwu.edu, George Washington University Museum and Textile Museum. hillwoodmuseum.org, Hillwood Estate, Museum and Gardens. kriegermuseum.org, Krieger Museum. nga.gov, National Gallery of Art. dumbartonhouse.org, Enskta Dumbarton House. WoodrowWilsonHouse.org, President Woodrow Wilson House. AmericanaRT.si.edu, Renwick Gallery of the Smithsonian American Art Museum. AmericanaRT.si.edu, Smithsonian American Art Museum. NBM.org, the National Building Museum. DOI.gov/Interior Museum, U.S. Department of the Interior Museum. USBG.gov, United States Botanic Garden. Cathedral.org, Washington National Cathedral. WhiteHouseHistory.org, White House Historical Association.